Hi everybody, my name is Marta Mama and I'm the worst YouTuber ever! Yes, I'm sorry, long time no see. I started reviewing Drag Race Mexico and I got, I think, to like episode 2 or 3. Honestly, I didn't even finish watching the season. My life is always a mess. I'm moving right now, so everything is a mess. I'm very overwhelmed, but something amazing happened. We have the Meet the Queens for Drag Race España for the All-Star season. So we have to talk about that, okay? So I'm sorry for being the worst, but of course, like Maddie Rance said that he hoped for me to review the All-Stars, so I have to do it. Like if Maddie Rance says, I hope Marta Mama reviews the season, I have to do it, you know? So here I am, and I'm sorry. And thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for, there's even been people that have supported me, even though there was no content on my channel, and I wasn't even on social media. So like, for example, Marion, you are amazing. Thank you so much. And of course, if you want to support me, help me in any way, if you're even, I don't know, like walking down the street and you're stopping by for a coffee and you think like, oh, I would like definitely buy Marta Mama coffee, you can send me that coffee through PayPal. I would enjoy it, like 100%. Thank you so much for anything, for everything. So before we start talking about the Meet the Queens for Drag Race España All-Stars, we also have to talk about one more thing. We've got the Meet the Queens for Drag Race UK versus the World. And in that season, we have Arantxa Castilla-La Mancha, who is just amazing, so charismatic, and her English has improved so much. I'm so like happy for her, proud of her. And also Choriza May, who is one of the most amazing artists in this whole country. I think she computes as a UK queen technically, but you know, she's from Valencia, or she was from Valencia. Now I think now she's a UK resident, like officially. But well, yes, I'm gonna celebrate the two of them. So I'm looking forward to that too. So what do we know this far about All-Stars España? We know a couple of things. We know it's going to be 6 episodes. I think even Sagittaria says that in her interview thing. 6 episodes, 9 queens. That's good. Short season. It's good for the like Drag Race burn that we all have going on. We know it starts February 4th. That is a Sunday, so Sundays are going to be probably the Drag Race España All-Stars Day. We also know that it was filmed before the 3rd season started airing. So, hear me out. The girls from season 3, they filmed season 3, so they prepared season 3. They filmed season 3, and now they're out on the street, just pretending they're not on Drag Race or whatever. They get the call to be on All-Stars. They prepare All-Stars, and they started filming All-Stars, and they almost even finish filming All-Stars, and they're all like sequestered in a place where they have no access to TV or social media, of course. So when they leave All-Stars, that's where they just started airing season 3. So they had to do all their All-Stars run, everything, without really knowing how the audience was going to react to them. This is crazy, and it is like way too fast. I understand that if you're a season 3 girl, and if they say, well, it's only gonna be 6 episodes, like, I think you can do it. Like, right now, before everything explodes, before your season airs, is when you're going to have the most time to prepare, right? Like after your season airs, that's when you have to do like all this press, all these gigs, all the tour, and you're gonna have no time. So on the one hand, it makes sense. On the other hand, you can really tell that the girls have no idea about what is really, how they're going to be perceived in some way, because they know what they did. But you know what they always say in Drag Race, when you go into Drag Race, you feel like you are playing a character, but you don't really know who that character is until your season airs. That's interesting. That's the edit. That's how reality TV works. So I think that's interesting. Just saying, okay? We also know that that we're going to have the all-star rules where the top queens lip sync and they decide who gets the chop. I think it's going to be like that. That's what like they have told us through their social media. This is good and bad. It is good because the judges are going to have less pressure on themselves. Last season was terrible because of the judges and they got a lot of heat. And this season, the judges are not going to be as responsible. They're not going to make the call. They're not going to decide the big choice of who's going home or not, which should be better. I don't know. But as we know, we've all watched 600 million seasons of All Stars. And we know that in the season of All Stars, if you're doing really, really well, you're probably going home very, very soon. So All-Star season, it's not usually the one that slays the most or the favorite or the one that did better. You have to take into account the All-Star rules. And you also have to take into account that the girls that go to the All-Star season, they don't usually need to win the season. That's not the most important thing. Now they know that what they want to be memorable, they want to be bookable, they want, I don't know, to get paid more. They want, they're looking for different things that when you start. So, this is all we know about this Meet the Queen special thingy. I think it was directed by Salvamuste. I haven't even looked it up, but it looks like him because it looks amazing. Like, he is so talented. He does most of these Meet the Queens things. So talented. Very tasteful. I liked it very much. The theme was red and yellow because those are the colors of the Spanish flag. What's the tea about this? So, that is, like, weird, like, it's okay, like, red and yellow, like, ketchup, mustard, it's okay. But, the Spanish flag, which is a symbol of this country that we should all feel super proud of, is a symbol for other things as well. If you are walking through Spain and you see a balcony with a Spanish flag, you know that the people in that house are quite right-wing. I don't know if there's a protest for LGBTQ rights, for example, and there's people that are protesting against the protest, or they are making the people in that protest feel intimidated, they will come with like Spanish flags. It's the symbol for the right wing in Spain. Should it be that way? Well, I don't know. It's how it is. Like, a lot of people intimidate a lot of other people using the specific Spanish flag. It is what it is. It happens with the American flag as well. Like, if you see, like, the American flag everywhere for someone, they're probably going to be right-wing. But in Spain, it's even a lot cringier. No one would wear on themselves or anywhere the Spanish flag if they weren't pretty far right-wing, alt-right people. But it's good, it's amazing that we take these symbols and give them a new meaning. So I support this choice 100%. And it's not like Spanish flag, it's only like the colors. Should we start with the queens? Should we? Okay, we have two things. We have their Meet the Queens look, but they also leaked their entrance look. They gave us like a little teaser and you can see everyone's entrance looks. They even gave us like the proper good lighting official pictures of their entrance look. That's weird, right? Like, if they give us that with a lot of time in advance too, like, it's like, why? But I don't know. We're going to complain if they give us all that with time in advance. We're going to complain if they don't. It's just different, right? So we're going to talk about both, and we're going to talk about just them in general. Okay, so by the order they appear in the Meet the Queens, first out we have Drag Setless. Drag Setless, of course, legendary for her talent show where she was this transformer car and she showed everyone what Canary Island drag is, and she is amazing and she is so talented and she is like genderfuck, and so cool. She also gagged us in where she constructed this whole look out of like cardboard. Amazing there too. Amazing. Drag Setlist is amazing. I feel like she, in this specific Meet the Queens, she's talking very weird, you know. She's doing this like, I have come to win the competition. Like, why? Well, you can tell like most of these girls have not written this and they are repeating stuff, and some of them are more talented than others and some are less natural, but that this feels weird. Like, again, all of them, they are playing a character. The character is themselves, but they are really playing the character of themselves that Drag Race portrayed. Does that make sense? If you go back and watch their seasons Meet the Queens, that has absolutely nothing to do with these people. Does that make... It's not because they have changed, it's because they are portraying themselves in this like over-exaggerated way. They're used to that, like from the tour, from everything, right? But that doesn't mean it's not cool. And the entrance look, of course, amazing. All of the drama, all of the things. Sometimes, only sometimes, I have a tiny little bit of an issue with Drag Setlist and her taste. I don't think the taste of the entrance look was really there, but what do I know, right? I'm not, like, I don't know. It is cool as fuck. She is cool. She's talented like no one else. But fashion-wise, she's not trying to be the most fashionable or tasteful. She's trying to be this like Canary Island goddess, right? And that looks like this. So you ate. Good. Serve, mama. Yes. Second is Ornella. As you know, I absolutely love Ornella. I have never ever met her. I think we have been in the same party a couple of times, but that's about it. And Ornella is always going to be one of my favorites. She's wearing this dress with like square and round pellets. I kept on thinking, like, are those like earrings, like the earrings that we used to wear like in the 60s and the 70s? This is the look that goes the best with like the background with those like windows and things. I don't know, it looks so cool. It is very different, it's very weird, it's very like 60s. I love it. Somehow it's weird. The boots are weird and the gloves are super weird. I don't know why it works. I think I just love her. I'm absolutely not going to be objective as usual. And yeah, her entrance look is like her finale look, but like super busted. And I think this was like 100% honestly what she was feeling. Like, I was just in my finale and now I just had to work all this and prepare all this, and now I'm here and I'm like completely busted and I'm exhausted. Probably she was being honest. Like, she was playing on what she was really feeling. Super fun. I think she's so fun. She's like a good time. And one of the things she says is that I'm here to prove to the judges that I exist. Yes, like she was so robbed in her season. Like every single week, Ornella was robbed. Of course, there were many others that were also robbed, but Ornella, like, especially. So yeah, Hugo says, love her. Absolutely one of my favorites. Team Ornella all the way. In the third position, we have Judy G. Of course, we live. We stand. We will riot if Judy G goes home first. We love Judy G. There's no, like, you don't have to explain, right? Like, she is so cunt. She is so cool. She is so, yeah, I just love her. Again, her personality is a lot more like out there and exaggerated than in her season, which I live for. Like, I'm not here to see the real reality. I'm here to see the reality show, honey. So I live for Judy G. I love her. She will be my wife someday. She doesn't know yet, but she will be my wife someday. I love her so much. I live. Yeah. Onyx, now known as Onyx Unleashed. She changed her name. I don't know why. I think that there were so many Onyx people on Instagram that she was like difficult to find. Onyx Unleashed was her Instagram handle from like a long time ago. I think there are even like drag Onyx, several of them in the world. I've known a couple from other franchises and other TV shows and stuff. So yeah, I guess that her name change is just because of that. So she can be, you can find her, you can look her up. Of course, she is our alien queen, and I do believe that she's not only one of the most talented artists, like visually, like with her looks, she has given us some of the best looks from any Drag Race franchise. Absolutely, 100%. But she, in my opinion, again, I don't know her personally. In my opinion, she is the best personality that we have ever got in Drag Race España. Her personality for me is just like so cool and so amazing. She's so playful but kind and vulnerable but strong. She's so punk rock that she is super chill. I'm just in love with her personality so much. So when she is serving these looks, I'm just like, what? I love that she lives in her alien fantasy, and that's not going to change. So yeah, her Meet the Queens look is a little more like typical Onyx some way. The chops that she's wearing are super cool. Like, we haven't seen this type of like super flared out that it looks even like I don't know, like tree roots or something. Super cool. But her entrance look, she looks so good in her entrance look. That hair with the shape that she has like in her corset is so cool. If you look the map of the little like constellations that she has in her hand, every constellation is one of her looks from season 2. She is so cool. Absolutely, Onyx fan. She went home in the Drag Race Snatch game. We know that that is very unfortunate. We were all very, very angry. I like her. I like her drag. I like her brain. I like everything about Onyx. Super excited to have her here again. I think she's going to be a very tough competitor. We'll see. We'll see. I'm so excited for her. And then, of course, Paquita. I am Team Paquita all the way, 100% Team Paquita. As you know, Paquita is my drag's mother's sister, and so I'm related to her. But even if I wasn't, like, I just admire her very much. She is very pretty, but she is probably from the whole bunch. She is, with a huge difference, the most alternative drag queen that there is in this bunch. You would think it's Onyx, you would think it's Sethless, but it's not. Like, the girl that is in these like dark fetish clubs is going to be Paquita. The girl that, the one that is really working the alt drag scene is Paquita. I live for her. She is the most punk rock out of all of them. I know she doesn't look like it because she is so pretty. She's so pretty it hurts. She's so pretty it's offensive for the rest of us. She is so talented as well. The entrance look, it was, for me, in my opinion, it was giving me like the Andalusian horse shows that they have. And the entrance looks super, super interesting. This is designed by Charlie Smith, who is obviously a designer, but also a super, super cool artist. I'm going to leave you his account and everything so you can follow him. She is so good with fashion. She is amazing. I love her. She says she is 16. Of course you are 16, honey. If you say you are 16, you are. That's it. That's all I need to know. Of course, love Paquita. I will be Paquita stan until the day I die, and she is my #1 from this whole season. Then we have Pinchadora, again from season 3. Pinchadora is one of the ones that you can really tell that they haven't watched their season. First of all, her Meet the Queens look is like the hen chicken thing with the chicken feathers and all that, and the big poofy hair, and yeah. And then her entrance look is quite interesting because she's a quite like referential drag queen. She's wearing like a pink beard. I guess that she thought that was what was going to be more memorable about her was going to be the fact that she couldn't cover her beard properly. So she was like doing that. That was cool and that's cute, but that's probably not the most memorable thing about Pinchadora from her season, is it? Maybe she thought it was going to be like that. Probably the most memorable thing about Pinchadora was the sandwich, the lomo, bocadillo de lomo, when she won the slow-mo challenge in episode 2, or things like that. Maybe like if she had watched her season, she would have chosen like a different thing. I don't know. Of course, we stand Pinchadora. She was the best in this Meet the Queens in the sense that it felt more improvised. It felt a lot more natural. And yeah, we stand. If in the entrance look too, if you look, she's wearing like a little turd ring. It's like a ring with a little turd. That's in reference, of course, like she's rural, drag queen, farm, glamour, all that. But it's also in reference of the purse she was wearing for her entrance look in the last season. And there's also an expression that we would say to each other in Spain to say good luck. For theater people, for example, you would never say just good luck because that is obviously bad luck. You know the logic of people from theater and musicals. So just like they say that yellow gives you bad luck, we have a couple of expressions in Spain to say good luck, and one is a lot of shit. We hope for the other person. We say, I hope you have a lot of shit. That is because many years ago, when there were no cars and you had to go to the theater like with your horse or with your little like wagon or whatever those things are called, if there was a lot of shit around the theater, that meant that a lot of people came to see you, so it meant success. Like they wish that there's a lot of like horse shit around the theater place. So, you know, that's where that expression comes from. Most people don't even realize, but that's where that comes from. So she says that she is wearing it as a reference, of course, from season 2, but also like a good sign symbol. So if you ever want to say to a Spanish person, good luck, you can just say lots of shit. Mucha mierda. Mucha mierda. And also, she's so smart. She took the opportunity to do promo of her poetry book. So smart. Like, she is very smart. Like, she's an intellectual. People think that, oh, Pinchadora is just like a little obnoxious and overwhelming, but she's like a very smart intellectual person. I'm sorry if you can hear like noise in the background. Since I live in Spain, in Andalusia, there's literally a huge procession, like a huge parade with like the statue of a saint right under my window in a huge marching band of like 200 people. Yes, so inconvenient, but I love it here. Culture, right? Culture, folklore, tradition, yeah. Okay, next up is Poopy Poison. As you know, I am and I will always be a Poopy Poison stan. I know a lot of people are angry about this. I have been reading comments online, which I should never. Like, you guys have to remind me, don't read comments online. Like, I want to read your guys' comments, but not stupid people comments. You know, you guys are amazing, but other people aren't. But yeah, there's been a lot of online hate with this decision and another contestant. I will talk about her later. But first of all, we stand Poopy Poison. I know that you guys don't understand it. I know this is not polished. I know that she wasn't the best in many things. But we stand, okay? If you don't stand Poopy Poison, and especially if you don't stand Poopy Poison and you are from Spain, you can go to a different channel because you're not gonna like what I say, okay? How can I compare this? So, you know, for example, Latrice Royale, she is absolute mother, right? Like, there is no other way you can describe Latrice Royale. And I'm absolutely not saying that she is not polished whatsoever. She's the most polished queen in many ways, right? But in her second run on All Stars, maybe she wasn't the best all the time, right? Maybe she wasn't the most polished. Maybe she wasn't like slamming herself on the ground. Maybe she didn't have the most amazing outfits. Correct? Is this correct? Her outfits were amazing, like the latex one and all that. But this is correct, right? But there was a little part of you, inside of you, that it didn't matter what she was wearing. You know why? Because she is Latrice motherfucking Royale. Okay, that's what happens with Poopy Poison. Why is it? Is it because she is very funny? Because she has charisma? Because she is just legendary? Is it because whatever? Absolutely not. It's just because all of those reasons and none of them. There are certain aspects of drag that not everyone can offer. It looks like in this society right now, and the way that people think about drag, if you are white, thin, and your parents' names appear in blue on Wikipedia, and you have $30,000, you are a goddess. And that's all it takes. That is all it takes to be a drag queen this time. We're talking that drag is supposed to be something that is underground, that is supposed to be something subversive, and it's supposed to be something fun and celebratory. So all these like rich white twinks don't make me feel too excited about drag anymore, because they're not fun, they're not subversive, and they're not celebratory, but they're pretty. Okay, that's cool, amazing, but let's stop this like nepo baby fashion craze about Drag Race. That's not what it's about. It stopped being like that like after like, I don't know, Gottmik spent the money that I would spend in like buying an actual house on Drag Race. So as my dearest beloved Meatball says, please protect bad drag. Of course, I don't consider it bad. You don't consider it bad. But what people say, oh, it's just that objectively, it's not good quality. Like, shut up. Shut up. Shut up, okay? She says a couple of like very memorable things in this Meet the Queens Poopy Poison. She says, oh, of course I'm an all-star. I'm a star. I shine. I have oily combination skin, so I truly shine from within. That's funny. That's funny. And she delivered it correctly. It didn't feel like she was reading it out of anywhere, you know? And she also said one of the smartest things I have ever heard in any Meet the Queens. She said, since my season, I have learned that bad looks are many times way more memorable than super good looks. Absolutely. I've been saying this since day one. It's not about winning the episode, and it's not about winning the season. It's about being more memorable. It's about being fully booked. And it's about making a lot of money when your season has finished. You don't want to have a run like other winners who won their season and you never ever see them doing drag ever again. You want to be a drag queen, you want to be fully booked, and you want to make a lot of money. And you don't have to win even one episode to get that. So, love Poopy Poison, we stand. I'm going to be here to protect her and to defend her as much as I can. And let's fight. If you don't agree with this, we'll meet outside and we'll fist fight, okay? Next is Sagittaria. She's looking very cute with the Meet the Queens look. She took the red and yellow and she obviously transformed it into McDonald's, which makes a lot of sense. She has her Happy Meal little thing with an S written on it. Super cute. Side note, do you know that even though we would recognize red and yellow as McDonald's, McDonald's in Spain is actually green and yellow? I think they changed it for like marketing purposes or something, so it felt a little bit more like healthy, organic, natural. I don't know, but every McDonald's I see is like green. That's weird, right? But well, okay. Side note, Sagittaria, we love her. She shows personality. Her personality is not like the loudest and the biggest because she's tiny, this tiny little thing. But she was a little bit funny. She was referencing her Snatch Game. She did Encarnita in her Snatch Game, and she's referencing Encarnita. She says, ¿A quién no le va a gustar un All Stars? ¿A quién no le va a gustar? Like, that's how she ends. She's being funny. She looks amazing. Her entrance look with all the belts, super cool. I'm a little bit over the super sculpted hair. I think we've seen too much of that, but with a different color, like, she makes it look very good. This thing with the belts, of course, we have seen many times, but she looks damn good in it. And yeah, Sagittaria is amazing. I love her because of her Snatch Game and because she doesn't have to have the loudest personality. She is super cute, and I love that she relies a lot on her looks and on looking very cunty, but then in actuality, she knows where to be just fun and dumb and stupid. Like, I like that about her. And the last one is my beloved Samantha Valentine. So you can go back to the video, and everything I say about Poopy Poison, you can insert that here for Samantha. She has been getting a lot of hate. I know that you guys don't like her, but this is probably one of the like 2 or 3 drag queens in Drag Race España history that have been more successful. I know you hate to hear this, but she is absolutely fully booked. Everyone in my country loves her. Everyone, like, she travels so much and she works so much, and she does all of these gigs. She even had her own TV show from the same network company reviewing Drag Race. She had her own show. She was even in the new Los Javis TV show. By the way, Los Javis have a new TV show that is absolutely amazing. I do not know if you guys can find it in English. I think not, probably. But if you enjoyed La Veneno, Los Javis have a new TV series. It's not about trans issues. It's a little bit more like of a thriller, true crime, horror, cult thing. Super cool. And Samantha Valentine's isn't the new show. A lot of people are saying, oh yeah, she's only there because she's friends with Los Javis. She's not friends with Los Javis. I don't know who started saying this. It's not true. Los Javis are huge fans of Samantha Valentine, but they don't hang out with each other. There are probably other relations, like friends and friendships and whatever, a lot stronger than that bond that everyone is talking about. Yes, Samantha Valentine was in their new TV show, but that was filmed probably like after this. Like, it's not important. Like, they are fans of Samantha Valentine, but because everyone is a fan of Samantha Valentine in Spain, of course there's probably people that are not, and that everything they know about drag they have learned in WOWPresents Plus. But most of the people that enjoy traditional Spanish drag and subversive punk rock shit are huge fans of Samantha Valentine's, okay? In and out of Drag Race. Probably better out of Drag Race. She's the type of queen that maybe she will never shine in Drag Race as she should. But she will sell every single ticket to one of her shows several times a week for several months in a row. That's what I'm talking about. So maybe you enjoy other type of drag that is super cool, but if your type of drag can be achieved with a very large credit on a credit card and weighing less than 100 pounds, maybe you should consider being open to other types of drag. I'm sorry. I'm just feeling like that. I'm just feeling like that because I'm a little bit burned with Drag Race. So I enjoy like the normal like drag, like punk rock shit and alternative deep club scene. That's what I like. I know you guys probably don't, but that's my opinion, and you're here watching my video, so I'm sorry and you're welcome. So that will be all for today. I'll see you next week when we see the first episode. Again, thank you so much. You guys are the best. You guys always understand me. I'm a mess. I'm not winning at adulting. I'm very bad at being an adult. Of course, you have my PayPal account down below in case you want to encourage me in some way or just buy me a coffee or just help me out in any way. You have that information down below. Shout out to Maddie Rants. Shout out to everyone who's still here. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I am happy to be back, and I'll see you guys soon, okay?